My question is, generally speaking, if I tweet something down here and 20 people like it, others don't like it, that's not my responsibility. That's all I'm saying, correct?
Well, I think it's safe to say, I might not agree to everything council says. So my disagreement must not be seen as though I'm in opposition. I must just state the fact. The fact that I only placed parts of a context. There might have been responses from the accused on those things. And that is why I'm saying those responses, the cyber forensic who did the actual analytics will be able to say, this is a message, this was a response from a follower, was a response from her given.
Okay.
And I think that's important for the court to come to that understanding that there has been issues of that nature.
Okay, again, to assist you, let me ask it differently so that maybe you can see that we are on the same side here. Your evidence as to the content, and we'll come to the content of the tweets that you referred to, would not be different if nobody responded, correct? You would still, if she said, go and kill 20,000 people, she can still be charged. It doesn't matter whether someone responded or not. That's what I mean by saying that the two are not related. Would you agree? Or would you say she must be acquitted if nobody responded?
No, my lord, I won't say to be acquitted, but if as a result of 20,000 that we find that there was 6 people murdered, so the nexus of a message didn't result in the 6 murders, then there has to be some accountability. We cannot say a person cannot be held accountable.
I see. That's a nice word, nexus, yeah. So in this case, have you established any nexus between these messages and anything that happened on the ground?
My lord, on the global investigation, I want to safely say yes.
Yeah, okay, please tell the court.
That part, I think the cyber, because it might be asked, can you produce or not? The cyber forensic expert who went in the in-depth investigation of the Twitter, who's going to testify before the court, will be able to outlay all those that I'm referring to, my lord.
So,
perhaps then, Major, if I'm
sorry, my lord.
General, if then you say somebody else will testify on there is not you, then you rather not commit yourself and say you know or you don't know. Unless if you are able to testify on that, you can't say you know something that somebody else will testify on.
My lord, I respect that. I'm committed on the fact that I had access and visual of all the Twitters, and I only referred specific, but there is an expert who did a consolidation or investigation of that, and that's why it wasn't fair for me to bring that to the court because she's the expert on that. And I had access of the content of it, so probably I refer to that on hindsight. And when I'm referring to her as the person that's going to come, I take note, my lord, and respect it.
Okay. Thank you, my lord. General, please, I want us to work together here. You understand what your lordship is saying to you? Because before I asked you this last question, I said to you, is there or is there not a nexus between something that the accused said, tweeted, whatever, and a particular crime? Murder is the example that you mentioned. And you said yes. That's the problem. If you said I don't know, that would be the end of it. But when you said yes, then it invites me to ask the next question. Then you say, no, some expert is going to tell us. Then, do you understand? So I'll ask you again. Do you, General Governor, know whether or not there is any nexus between what the accused did, said, tweeted, whatever, and a particular crime?
Well, Lord, I will still say yes.
Okay, which crime?
My Lord, it's clear that the MI2P, the burning, the destruction, and once again, your very next question, Council, was, can you show it or prove it? And here, my Lord said, I cannot comment on that because there's somebody else. So for me, my response, yes, I see there is a nexus from the platform where I operated and know the contents of the Twitter information.
I see. So, and you're saying the whole unrest, July unrest, is causally connected, because that's what nexus means. It's causally connected to something she did.
Well, I can't say the whole unrest.
Well, then which?
There is specifics that where we can show in terms of a Twitter that's there. So I cannot say the whole unrest there. That would be wrong.
Okay.
I cannot say that.
Not the whole unrest, some of the unrest?
There is links or nexus that which we can say where she played an influential
With
part
some?
of it.
Some?
Yes.
Okay, I'm happy with that. However, small, big, or medium, the sum is which part? That's some of the unrest that can be attributed causally to her actions. Which? Because when you say some, you mean maybe 3 incidents, 20 incidents, I don't know, I'm not asking you that. But which?
My Lord, if you look at the one where I commented, where she commented, let's take the fight from outside. And immediately after that, the McDonald's, the Wheel, Value Logistics started to burn, looted and burnt. Now, those are specifics, if you're asking that sort of specifics.
I see. And before that tweet, nothing burnt.
Before the 8th, there was nothing. Before the incarceration on the night of the 7th.
All right. Okay, General. You see, that's why I wanted us to deal with specifics, not all these generalities. So your evidence is now that the tweet that was given on the 8th of July is the one that caused the burning of a McDonald's.
But Lord, let me restate. I cannot say that I'm saying as a result of outside, let's start working from outside. Then these events took place. But there is no link to say the accused said go burn McDonald's, go burn this and that. It's the ground forces on the WhatsApp that took instructions from their ward leaders or the councillors or the people that was controlling the WhatsApp groups.
Yes. So the ground forces that burned that McDonald's took instructions from their WhatsApp group leaders, correct?
That's correct, my Lord.
Not from the accused?
Not from the accused.
Oh. And so when you say causally related or nexus, you mean that, you really mean that she tweeted something and some WhatsApp group leader did something and then somebody burnt a McDonald's. That's the chain of causation that you want the court to accept.
My Lord, I don't want to be able to say McDonald's, as you say. I'm not saying the accused gave instruction to burn McDonald's. I'm saying as a result of the comments, we saw the uprise of these crimes being taken place. For me, the nexus or the link is as a result of the tweet, there was an activation of the ground forces.
Okay, I can't say I understand what you're saying, but let's move on. So the tweet that caused all this trouble is the one on paragraph 27 of your statement, page 8, my Lord. Just before you even go there, am I right that here you obviously haven't put all the tweets, you put the most important ones?
That's correct, my Lord.
Thanks. Okay, so one of the most important tweets is this one. Comrades, you have not failed President J.T. Zuma. My ANC has. But you will fail him if the fight for radical economic transformation stops. You will fail him if the fight for economic freedom stops. So our struggle continues from outside and we must intensify. This caused people to ban things.
My Lord, In my evidence, Chief, I mentioned this 3 times, that specific sentence. So our struggle continues from the outside and we must intensify. Now, we have to unpack what is outside and what is to intensify. You can only intensify something that's either started or on way. And when you look at the videos of a mall burning and to intensify, when you look at looting and to intensify, and as I indicated, outside is what we, myself as the head, believed that outside was referring to because our former president was inside and now we on the outside, we must intensify. So that was our understanding, and that's the reason why we attached importance to that tweet.
I see. So, but you don't have to speculate as to what it is that was going to be intensified. It says, if the fight for economic freedom or the fight for radical economic transformation stops. So we know, correct?
That's correct, Madam.
Yes. So the fight for economic freedom and radical economic transformation, what does it got to do with looting?
A lot of importance again, the timing of this message. Immediately the 7th, the former president at midnight went. On the 8th, when this has come out, and we know that this country burst into flames on the 8th, and the timing of the message, yes, economic radical transformation we know has been long in the process to which we respect and we must believe in that. But so our struggle continues from the outside and we must intensify. Now, the timing of that message must also take the importance, my lord.
Okay. So I see. So you believe in the fight for radical economic transformation yourself?
My lord, I can safely say I'm one of the believers in that.
And you also believe in the fight for economic freedom, for sure?
No, for sure I am.
Yes. And do you believe that it should be intensified?
Intensified, yes, let's say yes, but from the outside. So you will see the word outside, you're not saying outside.
Oh, I see. So
you will see the word outside.
Outside, according to you, outside was a differentiation between inside the prison and outside the prison.
That's correct,
yes.
Lord.
So do you think the fight for radical economic transformation and economic freedom should be intensified outside of prison?
In the timing of the civil unrest, yes, I'm saying the outside was to the ground forces. Outside and intensified.
No. Please, I'm asking you now. You as a fellow believer in radical economic transformation, do you believe it should be intensified outside or in prison only?
No, my lord, we cannot, our president went inside, so we cannot intensify it inside.
We can only intensify it?
Outside,
Thank
you said.
And because you believe that that fight should be intensified, does that make you a criminal?
My lord, actions resulting from that comments, and which we see have preceded that comments, action that resulting from that would definitely make it a criminal act if it was said in the environment or the circumstances under which it was said, and resulted in acts of criminality.
I see. Okay. General, it will, believe me, it will help us all if you listen to the question and then answer it. Please. Don't try to think where I'm going or whatever, because that's going to waste a lot of time.
No, my lord, I don't think that's fair, my lord. Allow me as a witness under oath to testify what I want. I'm not going to testify to what you want. I must respond to what you say. And my honest response, with due respect, it is my response, and I'm going to respect that.